Imagine working 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, and every single day your lunch goes missing. After a week of watching your lunch disappear into thin air, you finally snap. You make a trap, a spicy, fiery, hell-hot trap. And the thief, let's just say, he needed a hospital bed. This is the story of how my revenge almost killed a man, and why I still don't regret it. If you've ever dreamed of serving hot, spicy justice to someone who thought they could mess with you and walk away clean, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready, because this is one of the most insane revenge stories you'll hear today. Let me take you back about 3 years. I was working in this massive factory, not gonna name names, but it was one of those places that ran 24/7, split into long, exhausting 12-hour shifts, the kind of place where your boots never quite stop smelling like oil. And your back? Permanently wrecked by hour 4. Now here's the kicker. This factory didn't hire directly. They went through 5 different temp agencies. That meant people came and went like clockwork. Some folks stayed 2 days, some a few weeks, some never even showed up again after lunch. So, with faces changing constantly, it was nearly impossible to build friendships or trust. It also meant that when things went missing, you couldn't really blame anyone, which is exactly what happened when someone started stealing my lunch. It started small. First day I figured, maybe I forgot to pack it. Second day I thought, okay, maybe I left it in the car. By the third day I was like, all right, someone is playing games. I started labeling my lunch container. Huge, bold marker letters. Not your food. Didn't stop them. Then I started hiding it behind stacks of boxes in the fridge. Nope. They still found it. By the end of the week, 6 days straight, I was running on vending machine peanuts and spite. Now let me explain the mindset I was in. You're working 6 12-hour days. No lunch, no energy, no justice. Your body's tired, your brain's foggy, and your stomach is screaming at you. And the worst part? Everyone around you's just like, dang, that sucks, man. But nobody actually cares. No one steps up. No one admits to anything. I felt powerless, disrespected, violated even. Like, my food, the one little piece of peace in my day, was being taken. So I started scheming. Not gonna lie, some plans were dark. I thought about adding laxatives, spoiled mayo, broken glass. Okay, that one was a passing thought and got tossed out real quick. But one night, I had an idea that was so simple, so poetic, so hot it would burn this thief's soul. The Carolina Reaper Plan. If you've never met the Carolina Reaper, let me introduce you. It's the hottest pepper in the world. No, not like Taco Bell hot. Like, could make a grown man cry and question his life choices hot. And I had a buddy, bless his twisted soul, who grew them in his backyard. So I got a few, chopped them up, gloves on, goggles, whole Breaking Bad setup. Made this evil, demonic pico de gallo. Minced those suckers into the tiniest little pieces so the heat would spread perfectly. Then, I built the ultimate bait lunch. Steak fajitas, tender beef, peppers, onions, garlic. Perfectly seared in a cast-iron skillet. A little lime drizzle, some fresh cilantro on top. Then layered on a bed of rice, tucked into a Tupperware, and garnished with a lime wedge. This thing looked like a Pinterest post. And hidden inside, more Scoville units than the devil's armpit. Next morning I walked into work early, smiling. I placed the container in the break room fridge, front and center. Clear lid showing off every beautiful, spicy, sinister detail. Then I went about my shift. I waited. About an hour in, I hear it. A woman screaming. Help! Somebody help! I drop my wrench, sprint to the break room. And there he is, the lunchbox bandit. Face red, eyes watering, gasping for air on the ground. Mouth wide open, drooling, sweating through his shirt. He looked like he got drop-kicked by the sun. And then I hear someone shout, "He's having an asthma attack." Oh, crap, I didn't know he had asthma. All I wanted was revenge, not a trip to the ICU. They rushed him out in an ambulance. I just stood there, frozen, and want to know the wildest part? He never said a word. Not then, not after, never ratted me out, and I sure as hell didn't say anything. A few days later, he came back to work. Didn't steal another lunch. Didn't even look me in the eye. He'd just walk past me like a ghost. And honestly, that was enough for me. He learned his lesson. He didn't get fired. He didn't press charges. He just stopped stealing lunches. And everyone else? They started guarding their food like Fort Knox. Suddenly, everyone knew the fridge wasn't safe anymore, because someone out there wasn't afraid to go nuclear. Was it the most ethical revenge? Nope. Was it satisfying? Hell yes. Look, revenge doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it comes in the form of a sizzling steak fajita, laced with a pepper that could scare Satan himself. And yeah, maybe it went a little too far. But sometimes the only way to deal with a thief is to give him a taste of their own medicine, or in this case, a taste of fire. If that story had you hooked, hit that like button and tell me in the comments, what would you have done if someone kept stealing your lunch at work? And if you've got a revenge story of your own, drop it below. I might just feature it in the next video. Make sure to subscribe for more real stories with unreal endings. Catch you in the next one.